Kenney, the bassist of Incubus and a great solo artist. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So, when and how did you start playing Lapland?
In 2003, when I joined Incubus, I had a 1975 Fender jazz bass. I didn't play so much bass that I could get a bass endorsement or I could approach a company, and I did lots of studio work with that bass. I recorded lots of records. But when I joined Incubus, I knew that I needed to get a few more basses. I needed to get some equipment because we'd be touring and renting gear and just need more equipment to do more shows. So my best friend's father, this is a long story. My best friend's father is a bass player in Chicago. His name is Tom Mendel. He's a theater bass player. And he always played Lakeland. He knows the guys that started the company. So I get a phone number to call, and I call Lakeland. And Dan Lakin, the president, picks up the phone. And this is Lakeland, this is Dan. I really didn't think this through, Dan, but my name is Ben. Here's the situation. I'm joining this band. I really like your basses. I'd love to check one out if I could. And 2 days later, there was a box that was sent. He sent me this one Skyline Joe Osborne bass that I still have. I keep it in my studio at home, and we just built a relationship from there. And the more that I got to know the people there, the more I wanted to be involved with that company because it's small. They hand build instruments. They're just kind of different than a lot of companies are today, where it's investors and outsourcing manufacturing and just let's make money, change the name of it, paint it a different color, make money. These were just people that were in Chicago taking the time out to make instruments the old way, So the more I got involved, the more I just felt like I had landed in the right place.
Do you use different models, or is there any one that you enjoy playing most?
There's one that I have that I got in, I think, 2011. It's not very old, but they built a bass similar to this one, but it's a 4-string, and I got to pick out the wood for it. It has a mahogany body, a maple neck, and an ebony fingerboard, and just little tiny details that I got to do. Well, they did for me, where it has no dots on the face of the fingerboard. It has a black headstock. It has a clear pick guard. That bass is the only bass that I need. I have other basses. I have other models. I have one of these that I really like, but when I play that bass, the bass disappears. It's part of this, I guess.
Yeah,
And I don't. Yeah, I don't think about it. I don't think about it because it just does everything that I expect it to do every single night in cold weather, in hot weather, indoors, outdoors, and it always sounds the way I want it to sound. So I bring that bass everywhere I go with Incubus. I fly with it, and that's my number one. If the house was burning down, I would go in for that one bass, and I would just get over it with the rest of them.
It's like love.
It really is. It is.
You have a very clear and rich playing technique. What do you like to feel under your fingertips when you play?
That depends on the song. A lot of my playing comes from playing hard music, playing punk rock music. I grew up, I really loved Bad Brains growing up. And Daryl's an amazing bass player with his own style. He plays with a pick, and he plays a jazz bass, and it's a jazz bass with a pick going into an SVT turned up loud. And what he's able to do with that, it can be bright and cutting, or it can be heavy and just thumping, and he can do all these things. And when I was a teenager and I was playing bass, I was just trying to do everything that he did. I was trying to imitate his style, and there's a certain feeling in that kind of playing chords when the band lands on a note, and playing really fast rhythms with a pick. It gives this thing that I would describe as pressure. There's pressure and there's tension, and I like feeling that pressure and tension. I think it holds everything together. I also enjoy playing R&B music and and even gospel type bass lines where it's a different mentality. You don't need to be hard and aggressive. You need to be full and flowing. But at the end of the day, like when it's really kind of grinding, that's when that gets me kind of excited. So I think that's what I like to feel. I think.
Yeah, that is all. Thanks so much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
And one last thing, can you say ciao to your Italian fans?
Yes. Ciao to everyone in Italy. Thank you for the support and love, and glad to be back.
Yeah.